start the day off with some toxic masculinity. 10 signs you need to check your toxic masculinity. And it's written by a woman. They're going to tell us how to not be toxic, boys. Why is this stuff allowed to be written, but there's nothing that men are writing about women's toxic femininity? It's so weird, dude. It's so lopsided. Toxic masculinity is a term coined in gender studies classrooms that now seems to be a part of the average millennial's vernacular, described as what happens when expectations of what it means to be a man go wrong. It demonstrates gendered behavior to an extreme. If you're worried you're exhibiting toxic masculinity, here are 10 signs that you might need to check yourself, boys.
Bruh.
You get mad at women for holding doors open for you. Explain this one, please. I have literally never heard of a man complaining or getting angry that a woman holds a door open for you, bro. Check your masculinity, boys. If a door has been held open for you and you took that as an affront of your masculinity, I could open my own goddamn doors, woman, then you got to check that. Okay? You're toxic to society. Literally never heard of a man complaining about this issue once. Ever, bro. Even the most hardcore women haters you could possibly meet, I don't think they go, damn, who held this door open for me? Feminine pig. Come on, man. Says if you're going to get mad, I can already tell this is a trolly article. If you're going off at women for having the common decency to hold the door open for you, you definitely need to check your toxic masculinity. The lines between gender roles are continuously being blurred. The common decency of just opening a door for somebody, regardless of their gender, is now a masculine thing. It's toxic, boys. What in the world? But this should have stopped being an issue a while ago. A woman holding the door for you doesn't make you weak. Who thinks of this shit? Or any less of a man? I mean, imagine, dude. They proposing that masculinity is so fragile. We have such fragile egos that if somebody happens to be a woman, holds the door open for you, it's a signal you're a weak ass bitch. Can you imagine that? Oh my God. It simply means that someone's being polite and going out of their way to be nice, which brings me to my next point. This is straight out of your lib class. Seriously, this is what they learn in their college classes on gender studies. It's like the land of make-believe. Let's pretend up some problems, guys. Here we go. You get mad when your date offers to pay. What man gets angry when a woman offers to pay? He'll either just say, no, I got it, that's good, or by all means, equality, go pay for it. Cool. Wow, women almost never offer to pay. Unreal, dude. If you want to pay for your date's meal, that's fine. On the flip side, if your date offers to pay or you split the check, that's fine too. You shouldn't feel the pressure to pay in our current society. And your ego shouldn't take a hit. Just because a woman wants to foot the bill, it doesn't mean you can't afford dinner or can't take care of your woman. It's just if you're in a relationship with somebody, you have a significant other for you, and your girlfriend, don't overthink some random one date you just went on the first time. If your girlfriend decides to pay, no man is going to get upset, dude. You're already dating. You're already together. You've already paid for multiple dates. Your woman might just be like, hey, I got this one. That's fine. Thank you so much for all the time you've been spending with me. Thank you for taking me out. No one takes that as an affront to anything. Where are these make-believe problems coming from? Number 3, boys, of how you're so damn toxic. You think you're not supposed to cry. Young people really read this shit, share it, and go, oh my God, this article is like, so on point. So on point, ladies. This is a big one. The stigma that men can't cry has existed for far too long. Every time I hear this sentence, I'm reminded of that fat dude. He's like, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be weak. It needs to be broken. If you feel like crying is a sign of weakness, we know what happens when you show emotion. We know what happens. And it's something only women can do. That means that you think women are weak. So we made it about women. Now it makes sense. So when men cry, or when men are not allowed to cry, that's you exhibiting toxic masculinity, bro, because you think it's weak and only women do such things as crying. Of course it's about them. Why wouldn't it be? Which screams toxic masculinity. Your refusal to acknowledge pain may manifest in anger outbursts, which are far less productive and more toxic than simply shedding a few tears when you feel sad and overwhelmed. And then you break the mold of the ideal your woman has in your head of you being a strong man, and then you end up getting cheated on and left. because you weren't such an emotional bitch when I first met you. You were a real man. This whole idea that crying is a sign of weakness and that men don't do it, we just don't do it in front of women. It's uncomfortable to do it in front of women. We get judged for it by women. Your other male friends may not judge you. Just because you don't see us doesn't mean we're not actively doing it. Yeah, you shouldn't be bottling up your emotions because a lot of men do. But the issue is the venues in society that men used to go through to get their emotions out, like, say, sports, MMA, that's all that's left today. We no longer have PE in some schools. Boys no longer have shop class. We're not learning with our hands. We're not taught to do things that we used to as men, coming of age, tradition, stuff like that. That's all gone, man. Mentors. Physical fitness for men is completely gone today. So men don't even learn through older gentlemen anymore how to control their feelings through physical feats. Kids these days don't even run a mile anymore. Number 4, boys, you catcall. Here we go. So basically, don't talk to women at all. Says, yikes. If you think it's okay to catcall, by the way, where's the parentheses of unless you're hot? You need to take a step back and reevaluate yourself as a human being. Quote, unless you're attractive. Okay. Catcalling, unless you're hot, is objectification at its peak. It reduces women to nothing more than a body that exists for your pleasure. Unless you're Chad, please use me. If you spend your time whistling at women from cars or walking down the street, if you're not in a Ferrari or Lambo, don't try it. It's time for you to check your toxic masculinity. But please, more of Chad. That's all it is. I'll translate this shit for you guys. Not that hard. Number 5, you tell your SO how to dress. So telling your woman how you dress, or the favorite dress you want her to wear, or when she comes up to you and literally asks you, babe, how do I look in this dress? What dress should I be wearing, babe? What do you think? What are you wearing? So I could wear something appropriate. Chill out with the toxic masculinity, boys. You can't tell your woman how to dress, what to paint her nails, what color. Nothing. None of that. As if your woman doesn't want to please you anyway, being your woman. Women should be allowed to wear what they want, period. Your opinion on your SO's outfits don't and should never matter, except from, all the fucking times your woman's going to ask you, babe, what do you think about this dress? How do I look? I just did my nails in this color. What do you think, babe? Or before they even leave, hey, I'm about to color my nails. What color should I get? What's your favorite color? I'm going to do them in your favorite color. That's a woman that loves you. That's how women that love their men act. They ask their men, hey, do you like me in this dress? Does this look better? Do you like it long flowing? Do you like short? I want to look good for you, for my man. Apparently, your opinion doesn't and should never matter by a fembot. Typical. If you're uncomfortable with how your SO dresses and you make them change, you need to take a stronger look at yourself and recognize that you're projecting your own insecurities on your loved one. So this is a good example for all the boys. This is a good one for all the boys whose women go out dressing a little sleazy, right? Showing the puppies out a little too much. Come on, guys. That is representative of you as a man. If everybody in town sees your woman out dressed to get attention from other men, she's going out to bars, she's going out to clubs, dressing provocatively, how does that reflect on you and your relationship and the perception people have of how much she cares about your relationship together? A woman that's madly in love with her man would never advertise her body, her goods to any other man. She is not interested. Women that go out looking like they're for the streets are out in the streets shopping for a replacement, or else she would have no other reason to do that. I'm telling you, if you have a woman, if you're in a relationship and she's dressing provocatively for attention and you are not present at any of the venues she's going to, it's a girl's night out, babe, stop worrying. You're a sucker, dude. You're getting played. She's out shopping. I only dress like this for myself. Exactly. Biggest load of bullshit of all time. I dress like this by myself while I enjoy free drinks, and maybe if a chat or two rolls up, I will give out my number, keep them on the back burner so the moment you slip up, I'm going to have a replacement ready, monkey branch. Or no, was there more to that? A woman should not be defined by what she chooses to wear, and definitely shouldn't be told to change your appearance because you're scared by how she, and consequently you, will be perceived because of her outfit. It's about having respect, man. That's all it is. Okay? It's not about a man fearing anything. It's a man having boundaries and self-respect for himself and for his reputation. No one wants to be seen with the little skis, period. If your woman's easy and can get conquered by half the block, that's not somebody you want to parade around in society and be like, yeah, this is mine. Cool story, bro. We all had yours. Come on, reputation matters. Why do you think women work so hard to preserve the good girl image? If it didn't matter so much, they'd all be telling the whole world about their body counts if it didn't matter. But it does, and they know it does. You feel threatened by women who make more money than you. Here we go, dude. More shaming. As if men care about the amount of money a woman makes. No man takes that into account for a relationship. The idea that men earn most of the money in any household is outdated. Here we go. Girl boss is a term for a reason. Women are securing high-paying jobs more than ever, and they're lonelier more than ever. And there's going to be more women without any man whatsoever and just collecting dog and cats more than ever. You chose your career over a man. Gone are the times of the housewives and men being breadwinners. Yeah, if you want to get married and have a traditional relationship, you're going to have to stick to traditional gender roles. Most men are not going to break their back for a woman that places job first, family second. Nope, especially when the rules say that when a divorce happens, the man gets screwed. If you can't accept that a woman can make more money than you, kindly show yourself out. And again, nobody cares because women don't care about men they make more money than anyway. So what is the point of number 6 here? Please explain it to me. If a woman makes more money than a man she's seeing, he's either piping her up Chad for the temporary, or he has no shot whatsoever. They only look for men above them. Hypergamy is a thing. It does exist. Okay, so your girl boss needs to find a man boss that's a bosser than her. It has to be higher up on the ladder. Guess who that guy's not looking for? A girl boss. 7, boys. Here we go. You push for sex after being told no. It's honestly baffling how so many men think no means anything other than no. If you try to coerce women into having sex with you after being explicitly told no, you need to take a hard look at your values. Women are not obligated to have sex with you, and you shouldn't even want to have sex with someone who isn't just as invested as you are. Sex should be mutually enjoyable experience and 100% consensual. No ifs, ands, or buts. Let me put on my glasses because the light's starting to annoy the eyes, boys. I agree with this one. In the world we live in today, with the rules in place and retroactive consent and your name and reputation being dragged in the mud for the whole world to see whether you're guilty or not is a big no-no. Consent should always be respected. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't risk it. No means no in today's world. Absolutely take it as such. Of course, there are little push-pulls where women say, no, I don't want it. But it's not a real no, right? It's playing around. But you need to be well-versed in that kind of language. And unfortunately, most men aren't because most men aren't even having sex today. And if all goes wrong at the end of the night, that's your ass that could get pinned in jail for such a situation. Avoid it altogether. If she is not as excited and invested in having sex with you as you are with her, cut her off, dude. You don't need to convince so much if a woman's truly interested in you either way, okay? If you have to convince a girl to sleep with you constantly and you got to break barriers constantly and push it forward and forward, you're already working way too hard, dude. A woman that's truly into you will not have any resistance or barriers up, trust me. You can't call yourself a feminist. What? A lot of... What the hell? You can't call yourself a feminist, boys. You're a fake ally. Don't put that on your Tinder profiles to win over brownie points. A lot of men have a twisted idea of what it means to be a feminist. Being a feminist doesn't mean that you believe women came before men. It's simply supporting the idea that women and men are equal. If you can't call yourself a feminist, that means you think men are the more important gender, with women coming second seat. Being a feminist doesn't require anything more than supporting the notion of gender equality. Well, it's female superiority today. Okay, it's not. It's female supremacy is what third or fourth wave, whatever wave feminism we're in. Okay, that idea of equality is long gone. We have plenty of it. Okay, there's no wage gap. Everything's fine now. You can vote. You got access to a ton of things that men do and more. Don't call yourself a feminist, boys. You're a pretender. You use the phrase like a girl in a negative way. Stop crying like a girl. Play like a girl. Run like a girl. Throw like a girl. Well, that's a real thing. Girls biomechanically run different because of their hips. They play different. They're not as competitive as men, and they throw in a different manner like a woman would throw because we have different upper body strength. It is a thing. That's why we say throw like a girl, because girls throw differently than men. Why are we thinking even a smidgen beyond that? I don't understand. That's toxic masculinity, boys. Just recognizing the physical differences between men and women today is toxic masculinity. Don't ever say like a girl ever again. We're just going to have to say like a person with chest fat, like a birthing person. Don't run like a birthing person, boys. That's the correct way to say it, right? Oh my God. Men have been teaching their children that boys and girls shouldn't play together for who knows how long. It's teaching boys at a very young age that they should perform better than girls because they're better than girls. No, it's because they're physically better. Men, boys, are physically better at sports. It's time to stop the stigma that doing anything like a girl is a bad thing. It's not. It's just doing something like a birthing person. They do things differently because they're wired biomechanically differently than men. You think you can't wear pink or like feminine things? Okay, I've worn pink before. Did a whole podcast in pink. Liking certain colors and wearing certain things shouldn't and doesn't emasculate you. Being a man doesn't have to mean only liking masculine things. It can be a dialectic. You can wear pink and carry a purse. What? Time out. You can wear pink and carry a purse. That doesn't make you less of a man. All right, dude. So this is the whole New Age male article of this is how you're a female ally is by wearing pink and having a purse. Do you think this woman who wrote this article is looking at a man as a potential mate that wears fucking pink and carries a purse? This is where we're at right now. This is like NPC land, dude. Imagine reading this article as a young man today and you go, that's right. It is toxic masculinity if I think wearing pink and a purse makes me less of a man. Let me go out with my purse and watch how much puss I pull out in the streets. Women are going to look me up and down and go, damn, that's a new age male. He's so hot with his purse. Wow, that pink looks fire on him. You slay, queen. Bruh. These people are out of control. They have absolutely no idea what women are attracted to. Real women. Women, not girls. In classrooms, learning about gender studies. You can wear pink and carry a purse. That doesn't make you any less of a man than someone who is stereotypically macho. Yes, it does, actually. Yes, it completely does make you less of a man. Society's idea of what it means to be a man doesn't matter. Only yours does. Here we go, the your truth again. This is the your truth shit again. Being a man only matters to you with your own little definition. And that means if you want to wear a purse, by all means, wear a purse and wear pink, dude. It doesn't make you less of a man than the ripped Chad that I dream about that walks down the street, tatted up sleeve tattoos, fucking works on his body all day, and takes care of his business. That dude doesn't have a fucking purse on. Yet I can't stop thinking about that guy. No wonder, dude. I mean, there must be some new age males like this in these gender studies classes that are agreeing with all this femme bullshit, right? That's essentially confirming their bias that, yes, men are weak. Men can't lead. Men are the problem. And you got little femme soy boys in the classes going, yeah, queen, for sure. I'm a male feminist. Yeah. Do you see my value? I'm an ally. Hopefully I get laid. And they're getting smashed by half the football team. All the toxic males, bro. They're getting passed around by the Chads and the Tyrones, right? Cool story, dude. 10 signs you need to check your toxic masculinity, boys. Literally just do the exact opposite of what this tells you.